गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. In these 3 days talks on Gita, we won't take chapter by chapter, or we will not take what normally you must have heard. Gita talks about Karma Yoga, about Bhakti Yoga, about Jnana Yoga. No. Let us take conceptual understanding about the whole Bhagavad Gita. The first chapter of Gita is called as Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nam. Vishada is tragedy. Can you switch off these things?
Yeah, I think so. That's just
Nikal those messages. Show it to me.
easy. Okay.
That one also. That one also.
Okay.
Thank you. Vishada means tragedy. We all know, recently, 21st June, there was the International Yoga Day. Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion, is called a yoga. Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge, called a yoga. Tragedy yoga? How can tragedy be the yoga? Tragedy is a roga, is it not? But Bhagavad Gita talks about the first chapter, Arjuna Vishada Yoga. How can a tragedy be a yoga in our life? See, here we have to go into the origin of Bhagavad Gita. How Bhagavad Gita was born and what was the purpose of this Bhagavad Gita's birth. See, nothing in this world is purposeless. There is some purpose for everything. The only thing is we do not know the purpose and therefore we suffer. As you all know, when Arjuna comes on the battlefield with a view to fight the war, before coming to the battlefield for years together, not 1 or 2 but more than 12 years, he was in the forest and contemplating only on one thing: vengeance and revenge on the Kauravas. No other theme. And when he came on the battlefield, here the real Bhagavad Gita begins. He asked Bhagavan Sri Krishna with an arrogance. Friends, those people who are perpetually successful in life, unknowingly they are infected by a virus of arrogance. It is easier to digest failure in life, but it is extremely difficult to digest perpetual success in life. Those who are perpetually successful, they are arrogant. They consider the world as dirt. One of the name of Arjuna was Vijay. Vijay means the one who was always victorious. And the second thing which is detrimental for human existence is bitterness. In his words he says, "O Lord, take my chariot between the 2 armies. For what? Let me see who are those who dare fight with me." Like in the cricket match, the players know who are the persons in the opposite team. In the same manner, Arjuna knew who are the people in the opposite army. They were known to him. They were not unknown. And yet he says, Kairmaya saha yodhavyam asmin rada samudyame. Who are daring to fight with me? Let me take a look at them. See the arrogance. Knowing well, Bhishmacharya, the topmost person of his time, Dronacharya, his own guru. He knew they are in the opposite army. And yet he asked this arrogantly. And second thing, he uses very derogatory term for the Kauravas. Durbuddhi. Durbuddhi. Am I audible to all? Is it okay? Any problem for you? Echo, I can't change the hall. There is an echo in the hall, so change the hall. I have experienced that there is echo, but nothing can be done. You be more attentive, that's all. So, the second thing that comes in his words is the bitterness. He calls the Kauravas as Durbuddhi. Atatayi. Atatayi means a terrorist who deserves emancipation, killing without inquiry. That's the technical meaning of Atatayi. These are the words he uses for Kauravas. And as regard we are concerned, about himself he says, we are better, we follow the path of Dharma. Be attentive. When these two things come in the life of a person, that time the Lord creates a situation. When Arjuna tells Bhagavan Krishna, Senayor Ubhayor Madhya Ratam Sthapaya Mechuta, that time Bhagavan Krishna had a choice to take the chariot in front of anybody. Imagine if Arjuna's chariot was taken in front of Duryodhan, Dushasan, Arjuna would never have asked any question. He would have started the fight right away. See? But what trick Bhagavan played? Bhishma Drona Pramukataha Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam. Of all the kings who were on the battlefield in the opposite lane, Bhagavan Sri Krishna took the chariot of Arjun before Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, and he said further, you want to know with whom you have to fight? You have to fight with your nears and dears. This is the beginning of our life. See, friends, fighting with the enemy is not a big deal. You can just go and finish them off. Like, going and attacking other country far away in the other continent is very easy. You can control that. But when somebody is living in your own country, as your own citizen, as a legal person, if he starts doing the things, where will you go? See day-to-day examples. If this is for the society, now come subjective. We all suffer, never because of anyone outside. We all suffer exclusively because of our own mind. See, friends, those people who have plenty of time at their disposal, nothing to do, particularly in the old age, you will see old age people are most miserable because their own mind is destroying their peace. See? You can deal with your daughter-in-law, you can deal with your son-in-law, you can deal with your neighbor. What about your own mind? Where will you go? Wherever you go, there you are. It is here Bhagavad Gita begins. And then what happened to Arjun? He became totally shattered. And the reason is he lost self-confidence. Why he lost self-confidence? Not because of the war, not because of the challenge that he had in front of him. He lost the confidence because of only one problem. We all have that problem. And the problem is the problem of identity crisis. Who am I at a given period of time? We all have to play different roles. We can't be only one person. Inside, we are not one, we are a crowd. We are mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, brother-in-law, mother-in-law, son-in-law. How many of them? And we have to play each role perfectly well. But what happens? One role overpowers other role. See? Take one example. Woman as a mother is the best expression of God. Everybody will agree. Is it not? Woman as a mother-in-law to the son-in-law is better than the mother. You ask all the son-in-laws, when the son-in-laws go to their in-laws' house, what a reception, what a respect and reverence they get. And all the son-in-laws think that they are respected by the mother-in-law. It is not a respect. It is a sympathy. Because that mother-in-law knows what stuff was handed over to this poor guy. Therefore, it is out of sympathy that the son-in-law gets all the respect and love. So, woman as a mother, best. Woman as a mother-in-law to the son-in-law, better than the best. But the same woman as a mother-in-law to the daughter-in-law, Kali, Karali, cha Bhayanaka cha. See? So, we have to play so many roles. Like Arjuna has to play so many roles. Everyone. He was a warrior. He was a disciple to Dronacharya. He was a grandson to Bhishmacharya. He was brother to other people in the other lane. He had to play so many roles. But his problem was neither the war nor the outcome of the war, but his problem was not killing anybody, but how can I kill my grandfather and my guru? Problems begin in life. See? When my daughter makes any mess at home, it is acceptable. But if the daughter-in-law makes something wrong, it's not acceptable. What is the difference? See? Ramcharitmanas tells, Mai aru mora torate maya. The whole samsara begins only from this one word, mamata, a sense of possessiveness. See, friends. So, if mamata is the disease, the medicine for that disease is samata, samatvam yoga uchyate. See, friends. So what is happiness according to Bhagavad Gita? Happiness doesn't mean that miseries will not come in your life. Miseries will come. Comforts will come. But are we getting influenced by the miseries, or are we getting attached to the comforts? When we get influenced by the miseries or attached to the comforts, our balance is lost. And whenever the mental balance is lost, the samsara begins. See, friends. Therefore, happiness according to Bhagavad Gita is only one. Therefore, these four principles which are expounded, Karma Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga, path of action, path of self-discipline, path of devotion and path of knowledge. All of them are aimed at only one thing, and that is Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Equanimity is the ultimate attainment in human life. Therefore, on the path of action, karma, Bhagavan says in second chapter, Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. When you do something, what are the possibility of the outcome? Either we win or we are defeated. Only two possibilities. Whether we should remain with the EU or we should get out of the EU. There was not a tie. Imagine there was a tie exactly 50-50. Don't know what would have happened. So either we win or we are defeated. Now when we win, we gain. When we are defeated, we lose. Second pair, third pair. When we gain, we are happy. When we lose, we are miserable. Bhagavan says, these are the three outcomes of all the activities of life. Only three outcomes. There is no fourth. Now here the technique is given. Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate means when you do something, be prepared to accept both victory and defeat magnanimously. See, friends, it is not necessary that every time we should win. See, friends, but we expect, no, only I should win. No. So real karma yoga is, be attentive, when we are functioning in life, see that the equanimity of our mind is perfect before we begin the job. We begin the job in an equanimous mode, not a biased mode. And when the job is being done, that time our equanimity is not corrupted. And third, when the job is over, our mind remains uncontaminated by the results. Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Maintenance of this equanimity in and through our total life is called as the happiness in Gita. See, friends, don't imagine happiness means all the time, what I am happy. No, that is being foolish. See, friends, second important thing, happiness means what? Happiness means living at a zero complaint level. We have no complaints about anything or anybody in this world. See, today we are sitting before Bhagwan, Ram and all other expressions of the divinity. Make a firm resolution in his presence. If you want, you repeat. If you don't want, don't repeat. I shall not complain about anything or anybody hereafter. O Lord, give me the strength. From this moment onwards, you have understood the meaning of happiness in Gita. A happy person doesn't complain. A miserable person always complains. See, for example, these are the day-to-day experiences we can learn from our experiences. Bhagavan has created this world out of joy, not out of misery. Therefore, if this world is an expression of happiness, where from the miseries have come? Happiness is natural, miseries are unnatural. We can be happy 24/7, we cannot be miserable 24/7. For becoming miserable, you require a reason. for remaining happy, you don't require a reason. But our condition is the other way around. When somebody is happy, we ask a question, hey, come on, what's wrong with you? Today you are so happy. If he is miserable, we don't ask this question. Oh, that is a sthayi bhav, is always like that. Try this. This is the simplest spiritual practice. So, Bhagavan created this world out of happiness. And if we remain happy, we are in tune with his frequency. If we are not happy, meaning if we start complaining, then we are lost in this world. Now see what happens. A happy person is the one who has good hunger and good sleep. Good sleep doesn't mean even in the satsang also he sleeps. That is not the meaning. Good sleep means the moment he lands on the bed, he is ready to switch off. One of the name of Arjuna was this, Gudakesha. Gudakesha means Gudakayaha Ishaha Gudakesha, the one who has conquered sleep. Oh, that means I have also conquered sleep. I can sleep any time, even in the working time. No, conquering sleep means you are able to get out of the sleep without an alarm whenever you want. See, the one who has thus conquered sleep and the one who has good hunger. If these two things are there, you are healthy. Health is not you lift unnecessarily huge weights and put it down. That is being a coolie. Therefore, when we thus keep ourselves in this mode, if God has created this world out of happiness, we must be an instrument which must express happiness, no other purpose. See, I'll tell you one simple thing. This is day-to-day observations. Please remember one thing, basic thing, what we mean by Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita doesn't emphasize on becoming a believer. I don't like that word believer. Be the seeker. When you are a seeker, you are really born as a spiritual person. When you are a believer, you are a samsari. And a believer always goes and demands from God, oh God, give me this, give me that. That is why you see all our gods, they have got this mudra. You have seen them? All the gods. The meaning of this mudra is not abhaya mudra, that you are protected. No. It is enough. How much will you ask? Keep a limit to that. And if you don't listen, I'll give one. See, friends, don't be a believer, be the seeker of truth. See, friends, I believe in God. Who wants our belief? Whether we believe or we don't believe, God doesn't need our belief. What we need is seek the truth. When you start seeking something, then you are committed. See, friends. And once we simply believe, then if our desires are not fulfilled, we throw the God out of our window. See, somebody was telling me, there was one lady and very much devoted to the Lord. They have got their temple inside the house and doing puja, puthi and calling the Mahatmas, having satsang, giving prasad, food and everything. Because they were married, a love marriage for last 30, 40 years. And one of them have to die early. So the husband died. This lady who was so much devoted to the Lord, she became so nonplussed. Everything she stopped. And her complaint, I have done so much devotion to God. Why did He go away, leaving me behind? Is that devotion? See, friends, devotion makes us more competent to lead through the turmoils of life. That is devotion. See, friends, and this can happen only if you are a seeker, not a believer. See, friends, therefore, all the things that are happening in this world, they are according to a perfect planning. So God created this world. Now the process of creation, I tell you. First, God created inert world of matter. The planets, the stones, the bricks, the mountains, the rivers. After creating that, He simply looked at it and He was not very pleased. So He thought, let me do something else. Like, this ammas. Amma means ladies. To all the ladies I address as mothers. So, these ammas, they prepare something and they taste it and they don't like it. Oh, the sambar has become too spicy or too salty. Then make a rasam out of it. Add water into that. Sambar is converted into rasam. These are the South Indian techniques. So, when Bhagavan created this world, He was not very happy. So He said, let me create something else. Then He created plant kingdom. Now see the evolution. In case of inert world, it is only existence. Mountains exist, rivers exist, earth exists. But when you come to the next level of creation and in a plant kingdom, there we have existence plus life. So there is something added. And there also Bhagavan was not very happy with his own creation. So he thought, let me create something better. Then he created the animal kingdom. And after creating the animal kingdom also, he was not very much happy. So first existence in the inert world, then existence plus life in the plant kingdom, then existence, life and knowledge in the animal kingdom. Animals have got better knowledge. They know what time to go where to breed, where to lay the eggs, and how to go back. You know that Ketchikan in Alaska, that is considered to be the capital of the salmon fish. So every year, millions of them come back there. They lay their egg and sperm. The breeding takes place in the sea, and the fingerlings are born. And again they are all washed into the sea. Again they go back around the globe. Again next year they come to the same place. Knowledge is there. So three things: existence, life, and knowledge. And yet he was not satisfied. So you know our God, Brahmaji, the creator, he has 4 heads. So with the 4 heads and 4 hands he was holding, oh God, I don't know what should I do. So he was frustrated. So Brahmani came, his wife. She said, may I suggest you something? Why you are disturbed? So as every husband, he got angry. What do you understand in creation? Every husband thinks wife is a fool. It is coming from that time onwards. And it is the truth. Unless they are fools, they will not marry the fool. So Brahmani said, look here, don't condemn me like this. Even a dead clock gives 2 times correct time, isn't it? I am a living being, your wife. Okay, tell me, what should I create? Then she said, why don't you create someone in your image, but with 1 head? 4 head, I am tired of it. And thus God created man in his image. Friends, if you are beautiful and stand in front of the mirror, your image will be beautiful. If you are tall and stand in front of the mirror, you will be tall. If you are white, stand in front of the mirror, your image will be white. If you are black, stand in front of the mirror, your image will be black. If God is happiness, if He created us in His image, what should we be? Happy, is it not? Now, why this happiness is not experienced by us? See, friends. Once, many years before, I went with some children in a big place where there were many games, those big rides and various kinds of things. So I went with them. They were all school children, maybe class 10, 11 like that, teenage. So I went with them everywhere and all that. And then one of them said, hey, let us ask Swamiji what he likes. He is simply following us. So they said, Swamiji, where should we go? I said, if you are asking me, let us go to this mirror house. Swamiji, what is this dumb thing? I said, okay, don't go. So the other said, don't say like that. He never said what we are doing. He just followed us. We should follow him. So they all agreed. And we entered the mirror house. First mirror we entered. We are perfect as we are. Then in the second room we entered. The second mirror. There we look like a tapeworm because the mirror was constructed that way. In the third room we entered, that mirror, we look like a pumpkin. In the fourth mirror we went and we saw corrugated. And there was such a great fun. And when we came out, they said, Swamiji, this was the best thing. So although we are bliss because we are created in God's image, why this corrugation of miseries are coming in our life? Because the mirror in which we are reflected, God is reflected, that mirror is our mind. When the mind is disturbed, everything is bad. See? Now see your day-to-day experiences. As I told you, God created this world for fun. He has no serious purpose. And fun can be when there are opposite poles come together. Positive, negative. Naturally attracted. Therefore they say marriages are fixed in the heavens. But it's incomplete. Complete is marriages are fixed in the heaven, so also the thundering and lightning. So when the husband and the wife, they come together as husband and wife, they are exactly of opposite nature. If the wife is a happy-go-lucky, she will simply come and lie in the bed and sleep and start snoring in the Saptaswara. Grrr, grrr. And that husband in that case is a perfectionist. So the moment she sleeps, he doesn't get the sleep and he becomes angry. In the same manner, a person who is miserable, when he sees somebody happy, he becomes more miserable. See? And this is how the fun of life continues. See, friends. Therefore, the real spiritual life is, let our mind be like the first mirror, wherein we are the real reflection of the divine bliss. See? This is what is the meaning of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is not doing too much of work. That is being karma rog. Like there are people, they are workaholics. Like there are alcoholics, they are workaholics. They just can't stop without doing something or the other. They have to do something or the other. And such workaholics, they want everything to happen according to their choice. It can never happen. And then they are disturbed. It is for this purpose Bhagavad Gita talks about Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is working on the mind when you are in action. Every experience of our life happens only in the mind. If the mind is closed, as in deep sleep, the world doesn't exist for us. See? Like I keep on changing my places of stay. In 365 days, 52 weeks, I stay on an average in 70 to 80 places in a year. Now this time I am in USA, I will be visiting 16 places. You can imagine. And some places I have to stay in the same place, 2 or 3 houses. Like I was in Cary, one night I stayed in one place, other day I stayed in some other's house. So I don't remember which side is the bathroom, which side is the room, which side is the closet. So when I was in recently before coming here in Charlotte. So whatever may be the reason, the light was switched off. I always sleep with the light on. But that day I don't know how it was switched off. Either they might have switched or something. When I got up at night to go to bathroom, no, I don't know which side is the bathroom. So I thought it may be here. I opened and entered. It was a walk-in closet. All closed. My God, booth is here or what? See? When your mind is closed, the world doesn't exist for you. See? When your sense organs are closed, the world doesn't enter in you. This principle will not click easily. This I learned from one of my experiences. I was in Gujarat in one place, and one of my friend, he has a factory where they manufacture the ties, you know, the plastic ties which are used for tying down, one time use. You just pull it and then cut rest of the things. So he pushed me, he said, well, you have to come, please come. I had to go. I am a choiceless existence. So we went there. He took me in a big hall, and there were about a dozen machines, and they were making so much of noise that your brains will come out. I said, oh, it's very beautiful, let's go out. He said, no, I want to explain you something. And he didn't allow me to come out. Finally, I had to push him. I said, come on, you are playing with me, it's enough is enough. I came out. Then I said, I feel pity for those workers who are working on this machine, 8 hours with such a terrible noise, their head must be splitting into pieces. He says, Swamiji, this is what I wanted to tell you. All the people in my factory are challenged people. Some of them are blind, some of them are polio, some of them are spastic. And the people who are working in that particular section, all of them are deaf. For them, the noise doesn't exist. That day I accepted this principle. The whole world enters us only through the sense organs. If we are able to close our sense organs at will, the world will not disturb us. See? Very simple thing. Another example I'll tell you. This is what exactly message of Bhagavad Gita about happiness through Karma Yoga is. Once I was in some place, Bombay probably. And after my lecture, normally as people come, they came and do namaskar. So when one person came, touched my feet and doing namaskar, he was a doctor by profession, a surgeon. He saw my right toe. There was something growing, red, like a berry, something was coming out. He said, Swamiji, what is that? I said, normal people have got wisdom tooth. I have got wisdom toe. He said, don't make joke out of it. It is a serious thing. You should get it operated. I said, okay, I'll get it. He said, no, I am a surgeon. I'll take you. I said, okay. After the lecture, straight away I went to his surgery. Then he gave me local anesthesia into that big toe. And after 10-15 minutes, he said, can you experience something? I said, what and where? He said, that means it is completely numb. So local anesthesia became active. Then he said, you can watch now. And my toe, leg was kept like this, and he took the scalpel, like we take out the ice cream by scoop. In the same manner, he put the scalpel straight in front of my eyes, in my toe, and took out the whole thing, and in one go it came out. He said, see, with complete roots it has come out. I was watching that, but no pain. Why? Because toe was in chemical meditation. See, friends. And what is that condition? Samatvam yoga uchyate. If our mind is like the mirror, doesn't get influenced by victory or defeat, loss or gain, joy or sorrows, such a person is always happy. See, friends. So the real karma yoga is this. Let us maintain the equanimity. And for maintaining the equanimity, we don't have to go to any ashram. Many people ask me this question, Swamiji, where is your ashram? I said, no, I don't have any ashram. Now, suppose I want to go to some ashram. Which ashram should I go? I said, don't go to any ashram. See, in all the ashrams only, the problem cases go. Can you find a normal person in an asylum? Ashrams are spiritual asylums. Don't go there. See, friends. Then make your home as an ashram. You know, our word is technical word, grahastha-ashrama. Live in your own house, in your own family, as if you are in an ashram. See, ashram means at peace. See, let our house be an abode of peace, rather than constantly tu, my, tu, all the time going on and on and on. See, friends. And it is for this purpose, if we keep this in view, that whatever we have to do it cheerfully and happily. This is the technique of remaining happy in Bhagavad Gita according to the path of action or path of karma. And the message given to Arjuna and through Arjuna to all of us is the most famous shloka from Bhagavad Gita, which we all know. And those who like to quote this shloka in public meetings, in marriages and here and there, they know normally only 1/4 of it. See, it is said in our Gita, that karmanye vadhikaraste. What are the other 3 parts? You know that. I don't know. There are people who like to quote, like giving the lectures, they fire in between sher shayari. In the same manner, if it is a spiritual gathering, they fire shlokas. It happened once in Delhi, I think. There was a big function of Lions Club, and they have invited me for their function. And as the tradition goes, like here, Satish spoke, introduced me. So their MC, he started talking about me. Introduction to the speaker, a chief guest. And he started talking. Swamiji is the most wonderful person I have ever met. I have never seen that man in my whole life. And he said, he taught me from Bhagavad Gita. Manaiva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. So he went on and on in firing one or two other verses here and there. After everything was over, when having a cup of tea, I said, hey Mahatmaji, when did we meet? Swamiji, in public we have to say like that. I said, all right. But when you said that this particular verse you quoted, that Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho, Gita ji says, I said, I don't know the Gita that I have studied. This verse is not in Gita. This verse is from Amrita Bindu Upanishad. Ye kya hota hai? What is this? I thought all the verses are only in Gita. Is it necessary to say? But we have to show off. So, this verse tells how to be happy according to the way Bhagavad Gita tells us to think. First, there are 4 parts in this verse. Karmanye vadikaraste, ma phaleshu kadachana, ma karma phala heturubhuhu, mate sangha astu akarmani. 4 of them. When these 4 principles are correctly understood, then we will know the meaning of happiness according to Gita. First, karmanye vadikaraste, te adhikaraha karmani eva aste. You have right only to fulfill your duties. That is your right. We talk about our rights. We don't talk about our duty. Talking about rights without fulfilling the duty is trying to imagine a coin which has only one side. A coin cannot be with one side. It has to have 2 sides. See? So, now take an example. If everybody does his or her duty, the rights of the other is already taken care of. Like if parents take this as their duty, then we have brought the children in this world. It is our duty to take care of the children. So when parents fulfill their duty toward the children's right on the parents is taken care of. If the children take care of their parents because it is the duty of the children to take care of the parents, then the rights of the parents on the children is taken care of. If the teacher fulfills his duty, that he has to teach and not cheat to the students, naturally the rights of the students are taken care of. How simple it is. And fulfilling our duties is in our hand. See, friends, the day this duty orientation becomes the foundation of our life and not the right orientation. See, friends, one principle I will tell you, try. All the problems of our life begins because we expect things from others. Write off your rights right away before they perform our rights right now. Use the proper spelling of the word right. We have to give up all the rights. And the day you give up all the rights in your life, you are happier than the happiest. Because then you have no expectation. See, friends, one day one person asked me this question, Swamiji, What is the secret of your happiness? You are always at home, in every place, with everyone. What is the secret? I said, this is my Maha Mantra. I have no right on anything or anybody in this whole creation. See? Like I have come over here. Now what arrangements are made? Who has made? What right on I have on him or her? I am staying with Veena and Satish. What right I have on them? Tomorrow they say, Swamiji, please pack your bag and get out. I have no right. Why? The day we start living at zero security level, God takes care. See, friends, we don't trust Him. We trust your insurance, not the assurance given by the God. See, friends, the day you give up all your rights, you will be happier than the happiest. And to give up the rights is this: give up expectations and fulfill your duty towards all those to whom you are answerable. Now, this is the first principle. Second principle. Do we have a choice to live yesterday or tomorrow? We have to live today. Third principle. All the actions that we do in our life, they are done now. They can't be done yesterday. They cannot be done tomorrow. Three principles. Fourth principle. If we do whatever we are doing with an imagination that if I do this job, then this kind of result will come and then I will be happy. So unknowingly what we are doing, we are postponing our happiness in the future period of time, is it not? For example, I am talking to you. Now if I imagine that after my lecture is over, then you will give me a standing ovation, like our Prime Minister Modi was given standing ovation by the joint meeting with the Congress. Like that you will give me and then I will be happy. So what will happen? I have postponed my happiness, and after my lecture is over, you will not do that because this is not a political lecture, this is a satsanga. Then I will be frustrated. Think. On the contrary, be attentive. On the contrary, if whatever I am talking happily, be attentive. When actions are not seeking happiness, but actions are expressing happiness, you have learned the secret of Karma Yoga. Don't do anything in life to get happiness. Whatever you have to do it happily. See? Life becomes very simple. But we imagine, if I do this thing, I will get that, and then I will be happy. Then we are ourselves postponing the happiness. Then those who postpone their own happiness, even God cannot make them happy. अब नहीं बाद में, sorry. Be happy now. And this is the only way. Don't do anything in your life to get happiness. Whatever you do it to express happiness. There are three things through which we express life. One is the body, second is the speech, third is the mind. For every human being. So through the body, actions come out. So don't do any action to get happiness. Let every action be expression of happiness. See? When you wake up in the morning, wake up happily. Not, like here in our USA, we have got one chain of hotels, TGIF. And when these people come on Monday to the work, Oh God. So for these people I have opened another chain of hotels. OGIM. Oh God, it's Monday. Now when our day begins in that mode, again I have to work. Do you think that person will achieve anything in life and really enjoy life? No. So begin your day in a happy mode. And what is the mantra? The mantra is, today is the happiest day of my life. And start your day. See? Then we are practicing happiness according to Gita. Karmanyevadhikaraste. Then the second expression is through speech. Whenever we speak, Bhagavad Gita says, Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priya hitam chayat. Talk in such a manner, sweet manner, that we don't offend anybody, don't hurt anybody. One of the most important things in life. See, in one place, there were a few Mahatmas giving talks. And one Mahatma was happy-go-lucky, cheerful. And the other Mahatma was very serious type. And he started his lecture and talking so bitter, how the world is bad, how they are. So this Mahatma could not know. He said, Mahatma ji, wait a minute. He took one chocolate, he said, eat this chocolate and talk sweet. We have no business to talk bitter to anybody in this world. Talk softly, talk cheerfully, talk happily. When you talk happily and cheerfully, no bad word will slip from your mouth. Therefore, how you address somebody determines the quality of your life. When we address somebody respectfully, no bad word will slip from our mouth. See? One of my weaknesses is I don't remember anybody's name. I don't know, there is something wrong in my memory chip. Something wrong somewhere. So to hide my ignorance, I call people irrespectfully. Mahatma ji, how are you? Bhagwan, how are you? Prabhu, theek hai na? So they feel I am respected. But the truth is, I have forgotten their name. So when I address somebody respectfully, Mahatma ji, thereafter will I speak with a bad word? Mahatma ji, ek kas ke lagaunga. It cannot come. So if you have to talk cheerfully, happily, in a good manner, address respectfully to everyone. One of the most simple spiritual practice to express happiness. See, among Punjabis, this is a technique. They always add G. Even the mother tells, Beta ji, aao ji. And there is address with the G suffix has gone to Bengal, West Bengal. And therefore in West Bengal there is Mukherjee, Banerjee, Chatterjee, but there is no energy. Because all of them are refugee. See, friends, when you address respectfully, you are expressing happiness according to Gita. And the third thing, when you think happily, you cannot be destructive. A person who is thinking happily, he cannot destroy anything in life. See? Can somebody say to his girlfriend, darling, honey, today I am extremely happy. I just want to cut you into pieces. It cannot happen. See friends, karmanyevadhikaraste. So let us not seek happiness through karma, but express happiness through karma. And it can be done now and here, not afterwards. Start right now onwards. See? Then, ma phaleshu kadachana. One youngster, after my lecture in Ahmedabad, he came and asked this question. Swamiji, you people tell, do your karma and don't expect any result. Because of this only, our country is not progressing. I said, yes, as if everybody is studying Bhagavad Gita. Then I told, I said, have you understood the meaning? The meaning is this. When you expect fulfillment after getting the result of your karma, and result of your karma will come always in the future period of time. Action is done now, result comes afterwards. And if you want to be happy afterwards, you are postponing your own happiness. What Bhagavad Gita says, don't postpone your happiness. Be happy now and here. That is the meaning. See? Many of us have got one extreme. Because I do something, people every blame me, therefore I will not do anything. No. That is not the way. Don't give up karma. Do it cheerfully, happily. Otherwise you will become lethargic. Bhagavan says, Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtati akarmakrit. Nobody can stay even one moment without doing something or the other. We cannot keep quiet. Then what is the meaning of ma karma phala heturabhu? In Charlotte, I gave this yesterday one example. One day in Delhi it happened. One Amma was driving me and we were getting late for the lecture. So I told Mama, red light, Delhi, India, don't worry, go. And she crossed the red light and the police was waiting. He stopped the car. So Mama said, Swami, now? I said, don't worry, I'll pay. Because of me, you are driven. So I told the police, I said, hey, tell me how much I had to pay because she has been driving on my instructions and therefore she has driven. Therefore, I am liable for the fine. Tell me how much I have to pay. He looked at me. He said, hey Maharaj, do you know anything? I said, what? Traffic rules are applied on the driver of the car, not the passengers of the car. See? Action plus essence of doership is equal to karma. If there is no sense of doership, there is no karma. Many of us, when we sleep, we snore. Now, when we snore, is it a sin or a merit? That time, I am snoring, this notion doesn't come. See, friends. But when we are, everybody is calm and quiet, and we start shouting and making noise, then don't do like that, man. Everybody disturbed. Because their I is present. So what is the meaning of ma karma phala heturabhu? Meaning, do not do anything in your life, let the things happen as they are supposed to happen. So if you are a father, it is supposed to be, you should be responsible for your kids. If you are a teacher, it is supposed to be, you are responsible for your students. And when we fulfill our duties, there is no sin, there is no merit. See, friends. But while fulfilling our duties, if we have this notion, I have taken care of you, then suffering starts. See? Like many parents have this funny complaint. See, I have taken care of him right from childhood. 9 months I carried him in my stomach. And he disrespects me in my old age. Who asked you to do all these things? Who needs whom? The children need the parent or the parents needed the children? Think. Don't have that wrong notion that we are doing any great to somebody. It is not an obligation. It is our duty. So when we do our duty, we are not obliging anybody. And thus, let this sense of doership be erased from our life. See, friends. Therefore, ma karma phala heturvu. And the last is ma te sangha astu akarmani. The last and the most important thing, never be lazy, indolent in life. Akarmani, remaining lazy. Never be. When these 4 things are practiced in life, then we have understood what is the meaning of happiness according to Gita. See? Whatever you do, it's expression of joy. The day anything you do as a burden, you are going the wrong way. Better don't do. Or do happily. But we are like air hostesses. At the surface level, we show, please come, welcome. And inside, they are boiling. Inside, oh God. And the net result is, there is acidity, there are ulcers. Thus, let happiness be understood in action, in this light, according to Bhagavad Gita, and therefore always be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.